Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Jenishkumar Patel. So today we'll be talking about historical development of clocks from mechanical to the atomic clocks. So if we see the history of this development, it is very interesting. The ancient people used to use the position of the sun and moon, the cycles of suns and moons to predict the time. And then there were further progress. Some people developed the water clocks, so they utilized the steady flow of the water to measure the time. Then further development took place, and somewhere around 14th of century the mechanical clocks were developed, and these mechanical clocks were, as mentioned over here, with gears and weights. They would derive the precision to derive the precise time. And then somewhere around in 17th century pendulum clocks were introduced, and they achieved the greater accuracy. So if you go from all these first, second, third, fourth, so they are all in increasing accuracy, they are in increasing accuracy manner. So if you look at the mechanical clocks, so mechanical clock utilizes the escapement mechanism. So what does it mean? So what do they do is that they actually use the weight which is hang over there, and when the weight is released, it would actually release the energy which is stored, which will enable the regular movement of the clock hands. And there are these gear systems, as we can see in this animation. So they would regulate the power from the weight to the clock hands, and at the end you have this tiny over here, we can see this pendulum. This pendulum will act as a regulator to maintain the accuracy of the clock. And then if we see the advancement in the precision, then there was the invention of the quartz clock. This was one of the greatest contribution in the history of timekeeping, when the quartz crystal was used. So quartz crystal has a specific property: when it is subjected to an electric current, so it vibrates at precise frequency, providing an accurate timekeeping reference. So this quartz crystal would actually act as an electronic oscillator, and this frequency of this oscillation of this oscillator would be used to increase the accuracy very significantly, even higher than the mechanical clocks. So if we see the latest timekeeping machines, which are known as atomic clocks, which are the most accurate timekeepers, which was introduced somewhere around 1955. So it works based on the concept of the atomic transition. So they utilize the frequency of the electromagnetic radiation that is absorbed or emitted by these atoms. So for example, cesium-133, this is one of the example. Cesium-130, the atoms, so they vibrate at a certain particular frequency, and they are used because of their highly stable and predictable transition frequency. So this increases the accuracy by multi magnitudes of order, almost of the order of a million. So we will see it now. What is the principle of this atomic clock? So first what it does is that atom would possess these energy levels, as we know, and whenever there is a transition between these energy levels, so they would either absorb or they would emit these specific photons, photons of specific frequencies, and this specific frequency would be utilized to exploit the phenomenon of resonance. So whenever they emit this radiation at particular frequency, so that would decide what would be the time, what would be the standard of this timekeeping. So this would actually precise the frequency measurement, and this would serve as the standard for defining the measuring time, or basically what I am here talking about is the definition of 1 second. What is the definition of the 1 second? So if we see the cesium atoms, as I said, they are used because of their precise measurements. So they actually have a frequency which is having an oscillation of 9,192,631,770 per second. So this many oscillations are actually made by the cesium atoms in 1 second. So you can imagine this can introduce the accuracy in timekeeping almost 1 in a million years, 1 second in a million years. So it's a very high accuracy. And if we see at the end what are the applications, so these are very useful, because we see our GPS system which are used to navigate the satellite. So, it requires the precise control of the signals to track the location. In our telecommunications, so the atomic clocks they ensure the synchronization of these communications, enabling the high speed data transmission and our reliable communication. Of course, scientific research is the area from where it all emerges. So, these are very essential to provide the ultra precise timekeeping for experiments in the fields such as physics, astronomy and cosmology, right. So, it is very essential. So, this is all the historical and development of clocks, very short information I wanted to give you. So, thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, let us discuss. Let us go ahead. Thank you very much.